How do you view last year's first year for you in Houston, Coach?
Yeah, last year for us, it was a fun year, exciting time. It's kind of what we set out to do, right? Taking a job here, we wanted to just reestablish a a fun environment where our fans can be proud of what we were doing here in Houston. We wanted our fans to be proud to wear their Texans gear, as I always said to start off. And when I look back at our season, I think we accomplished that. To see the buzz around the city of Houston, to see, if I go anywhere around the city, to see how excited, right, the fans are about the Texans and how excited they are about the future of the Texans. Like, man, it's been unmatched. You talk about the passion for the fan base here. It's been fun to be a part of it, and that's what I'm most excited about on last year.
Well, it also helps to suit up a unicorn, and it looks like you do, and I understand. And I understand again that he's one of 53, and I'm referring to CJ Stroud, Coach. But it just seems like he does everything so well, including wearing it well, personally and personably as well. And we just came off a draft where 6 kids at the position went in the first 12 picks, and we're talking about the secret sauce and how can you tell? Having a close front row seat to watching CJ Stroud's rookie season, what can you impart to everybody here about his abilities and what it is, his personal traits that make him so good that might be translatable for us to see how tough it all is, Coach?
I think when you start out, it's first things first, right? He has the talent. He has the arm talent. He has everything that a top quarterback in NFL needs to have when it comes to the physical attributes of playing the position, right? The accuracy, the arm strength, right? The vision. He has all of those things, but it's the intangibles that set him apart. It's the connectedness in the locker room, how he gets the guys around him in the locker room to just believe in him. And he's just one of the guys. He's not off to himself, right? Just because he's the quarterback. He does a really good job of connecting with everyone on the team, not just offensive players, right? He does a good job of connecting with the defensive guys, and all those guys, they're joking, they're having fun. Like, that's how football should be. And everybody feels that relationship, a close relationship with the quarterback. And that's what sets CJ apart, right? And everybody knows what he's capable of doing. And the talent, as he's continued to get better and better throughout the year, right? All our players on our team saw that, and they wanted to play for him. They wanted to play with him. They wanted to get it done. They wanted to be successful. They wanted to do their job better because they knew CJ was going to do his deal. So you don't want to let a guy who's as capable as he is, you don't want to let him down as a teammate. And so it's just that connectedness, how tight he is with all of his teammates. That's the thing that set him apart, and that's the thing that allowed us, right, to gel very quickly in our first year as a team. Because when the guy at the top, at the quarterback position, is as down to earth, as personable, as funny, as just relatable to everyone in the locker room, it allows you to connect much quicker as a team and become a tighter team, and that's what we were able to do last year.
Love it. X's and O's wise, though, again, you've spent many a time with a headset on coordinating against an offense prior to taking this job, and you know what it's like to rattle a rookie quarterback or get him to make a mistake or get him to not see something or see ghosts or something like that. So what moment was it, if there was one last year, where even you were saying, okay, that's not usual. That is something that a veteran can do. That's a most valuable player. That's not an offensive rookie of the year that's out there, Coach?
Yeah, for sure. The moment for me was our Tampa Bay game. I mean, we were in a big-time shootout there with the Bucks and Baker Mayfield, and it was a big-time shootout. And for him, right, they scored on us late in fourth quarter. They scored on us, and we have, I think it's under a minute to go down and score. And just to see the poise, right, to see the confidence and how, he led the offense down on that last drive, and for him to connect with Tank for a touchdown, I mean, it was that moment where I'll never forget it, right? That was the one moment that will always, stand out in my mind forever, right? It's like, man, this guy is very special, right? And Most rookies will get flustered in that predicament. They would, try to make something up new or try to force a play. He was just so calm, right? So confident, trusting in the playmakers around him. And man, he delivered big time, and that was a huge win for us. And that was one of the games that was kind of like our mark on our season that let us know, okay, we can win any type of game. It doesn't matter if it's a shootout, right? We can go win that, right? We can go score at will. So it was a fun game, one to always remember.
Yeah, and you made it to the divisional round, but you technically won 2 playoff games last year, right? I mean, the one to make the playoffs that started with a throw. Coach Ryan's here from the Texans here on the Rich Eisen Show. Yeah. When that throw that Stroud made to Nico Collins to start the game in Indianapolis, it looked like one of his throws at the combine. Where honestly, like he just stood back there and he looked downfield and he just it was a perfect dart. It was a dime. And then right, and then you saw what he did against Cleveland, obviously. So what's year 2? What's your vision for year 2 with him and your team right now, Coach?
Yeah, for me, as I talked to our guys, right, that was a fun first year, right? We had a little success, we're able to make the playoffs and get a win in the playoffs, but we have so many things we can get better at, right? Including CJ, including myself, our entire team. Like this year, we have to forget about last year. And we had to move on. We had to start new. We have a lot of new guys. So we had to rebuild that chemistry amongst this locker room. Like 2023 was different now. How are the 2024 Texans? How can we gel together? How can we become tight as a team? And how can we continue, right, our trek up this mountain, right? How can we start that off together and stay as tight as possible as a team and continue to weather through, right, all the growing pains that have happened throughout the season? Like, how close can we become to where, man, we hit the ground rolling? And the cool part about this year is it's the second time around for all of our guys hearing, right, our terminology, things we're asking guys to do, offense, defense, special teams. They've heard it before. So the learning curve, right, we're past that learning curve. So we can hit the ground running. We can do a few more things, get more advanced in what we're doing, right? So I think that continuity just offensively, defensively, having that continuity really helps our guys with their growth process. It's going to be huge for CJ and all of our guys to hit the ground running. They don't have to do a lot of thinking. Now we can do more reacting and growing as a team.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.